Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. It's another watch along, Chelsea versus Manchester City. Let me move this a little bit closer, big up everyone in the chat. 1 secundo, just putting something on the good old Instagram story. I hope you're all well as always, right there. Oh, I'm a proper slow bastard, right. There we go. I'm actually like a little bit earlier than what I usually am. I'm still late, don't get me wrong, because lateness is greatness, but it is the Champions League final. It is a humongous game that I really wish, more so than any other game, that Liverpool were participating in. We're not, because we're being shit, but we still got top 4. We're competing in it next year. We're not going to be hearing that Europa League nonsense. And people are probably going to be asking, like the most asked question is, James, who do you want to win? Like, if both could lose, that'd be boss, but obviously that can't happen. So if I had to choose, I grew up with Chelsea being the big rival, but recently it has been Manchester City. Literally every single title race that we're in, they're in it with us. It's annoying, but like it's one of them things where there's pros and cons to both teams winning it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But big up everyone in the chat. Paul, who says, James, love the channel. What you reckon on the score? That's also a good question. Get your score predictions in the chat. I am going to suggest a Chelsea 2-1 win, and I've been saying Chelsea are going to win this game for a quick second. Now we're going to get into the lineups, because even I haven't saw the lineups yet, so this will be my first time reacting to them. Let me type that in. Chelsea, also something to take into consideration, Chelsea have beat Man City twice with Thomas Tuchel as the manager. That's a thing. Like, I know it's a completely different game on a completely different occasion, but still, one of them occasions was a semi-final in the FA Cup and like one in the Premier League before City had the league actually wrapped up. So I just think, I don't know, mate. Like, I think that this is going to be a very close tactical game. Even if you saw the interviews of the two managers beforehand, it was interesting to say the very least. Pep kind of just looked, because Pep can turn up in many different moods, can't he? But he kind of just turned up pissed. But he did get asked why is Sterling starting? And obviously Pep doesn't like them type of questions. But Thomas Tuchel looked as calm as a motherfucker. But let's get into the lineups. Right. Big up to everyone who's here as well. Smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Right, let's have a look at a few of these predictions actually before I read the actual fucking thing. Yeah, actually, Prince Teddy, you're a legend. You are a legend, my G. Prince Teddy sorting us out. Prince Teddy, you're on your way to being a mod. Guardiola, if we want a chance to win, we have to attack. Of course, you have to defend, but our way is to attack. We need everyone. The second half, I'm sure, will be pretty different to the beginning. Okay, so he's talking about his lineup there. So here's Pep Guardiola's lineup for those who haven't seen it. So you have... Oh no, wait, Prince, did you put it in? Yeah, he did. He put it right here. So this is Manchester City's lineup. Ederson, Kyle Walker. So they've gone with a 3 at the back, I'm assuming, with wing backs. Zinchenko playing on the left. Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, and Phil Foden with Sterling. And that was the thing. Guardiola got asked about that lineup, and he got asked about Sterling specifically, and I'm not gonna lie, he was pissed. He was pissed, but Sterling hasn't been starting, so I understand the question. Prince Teddy's coming in with the stats. Thiago Silva is the oldest man to play for Chelsea in a major European final at 36 years old. So listen, man, there's loads of things that are going against both, going for both teams. Let's have a look at Chelsea's lineup. Oh no, Man City have gone with a 4 at the back. They've gone with a 4 at the back, sorry. Chelsea went with the 3 at the back with Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, wing back, Azpilicueta, wing back, midfielders, Jorginho and Kante, Havertz, Mount and Timo Werner. Let's have a look. There's no Fernandinho. I'd expect Fernandinho to start this game, but maybe he's not fit, I'm not too sure. Shout out to Danny as well, my G, in the chat. But let me know your score predictions though, man. Get them in the chat. This is a big game. And again, I really do wish that I was competing in it. I really do. This would be a lovely game for me to actually be getting excited about. But obviously, it's Man City and Chelsea. I'm so excited as well to just see how this game fares tactically. Because this is the highest level of football that you can possibly see. Two just fucking top coaches. Amazing coaches. And that's what I can't wait to see, mate. Well, smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Roshman says, Tactics Pep is a genius. He had picked 3 playmakers, so dragged the players to playmakers in a false 9 as Sterling. So created many chances through the middle with Mahrez and Foden. Right, and false 9. Yeah, that's how Pep always goes. He goes with the false 9 because that's the way he's been approaching this season. He hasn't got that proper number. Obviously, he's got Aguero, but you can see that's not a part of his plans. By the way, the players are walking out. I'm going to obviously start the timer when it kicks off. The way I see City approaching this game, or the way I think this game is going to be fared, is Chelsea are going to be much more accepted, or they're going to accept more of the chance of playing counter-attacking football. Because one thing Chelsea have done well is defending brilliantly and taking the very few chances that they get in the big games. And they don't get few chances. They do play well, don't get me wrong. I do see it being rather even, but I see City having a little bit more of the ball. I see them having more of the chances. But Chelsea still have the quality to be able to win this game. That's just the way I kind of see it, you know what I mean? And it can go either way. I don't want to write off any team, but it is one of them things. MNE says 2-1 to Chelsea. Mohammed says Aguero again in the UEFA Champions League. Imagine Aguero getting a winning goal in this Champions League. That would, honestly, I love Aguero. I'm not even a City fan, and I love Aguero, and he deserves that moment. 3-1 to Chelsea, says K3LK3N. Liv says Chelsea to win 3-2. Ball McPreben says Foden or Mount. I prefer Foden, but Mason Mount is also very quality, very close. Do you know what I mean? Phil Foden, though, with the fact I think he's a year or two younger, I put him there. But leadership and everything, Mason Mount's got him. But Foden is in a team of like Manchester City champions. You know what I mean? And he still steps up in the big games. Did you see all that chat about Ederson? And he was talking about like the penalties and all that, saying that he's going to take a penalty if it goes to the penalty shootouts. I thought that was funny. He's a knobber, but he's hilarious. Jay Nasty, you're fucking too right, my mate. Who are you talking about, though? You talking about me? Oh, mods, if anyone's spamming and you see them, put them in a timeout. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Don't underestimate this Chelsea team. Kevin, you're right, mate. You're right. I think Chelsea are the hardest team to beat. And I mean that sincerely. I think they're the hardest team to beat in the league. Under Thomas Tuchel, in the way that he's made them play, in the way that he changes them, I think they're the hardest team to beat. Wait there. I'm actually going to be putting the volume on now. I like to play it with the volume, man. The volume's well better. So if you do hear that in the background, that's normal. Don't worry. I haven't been copyrighted yet. So we'll see how it goes. That 5 at the back's always a difficult one. And one thing I also know, Reece James and Ben Chilwell have done bits going forward this season. Like, even though we have these debates with Reece James and Trent and all that, Reece James is still good going forward. He might not be anywhere near as good as Trent, but he is still solid going forward. And I just think it's one of them ones where, listen, they're going to try and utilise them fullbacks on the counter-attack, especially. You're going to see it. You're going to see Thomas Tuchel really. Thomas Tuchel looks confident. In that interview before, he looked like he gave zero fuck. But this is massive. This is Champions League final, man. Smash a like if you haven't already and subscribe. And City are going to be kicking off. I'm watching it on YouTube. Because the BT Sports app isn't working. Nah, well, it is working, but it's always behind. Woo! I'm actually nervous. It's not even my game to worry about, and I'm actually nervous. Nanny says, one player from Chelsea that would improve us. I'm assuming you mean Liverpool. One player from Chelsea that would improve Liverpool. I would possibly suggest Mason Mount improves any team in the league, in my opinion. Maybe not City. But, like, most teams in the league. Kick off, by the way. Shit, I haven't pressed the button. Oh, I haven't pressed the button. I weren't ready. I'm usually on board with that. Right, I'll make sure that I get that changed. Right, set to 1 minute. So once it's on 1 minute, I'm going to press play, and then you can sync up with me if you so wish. Shout out to everyone who's here. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be in this stream, but listen, these watch-alongs are for me and the Redmond army who do have the free time to be in this stream, and big up yourself if you are, man. I'm waiting for this to be on the 1 minute mark, and then I'm going to look at the chat. Right. for 18 seconds remaining, and then we'll be in sync together, people. Right, here's City right now in possession. Could they win their first ever Champions League? Could Chelsea win their third ever Champions League? We will see in this game of football right now as we speak. Right. And start. There we go. Right. We're in sync with the timer. Absolutely sorted. So if you want to sync up, boom. Boom. We don't need Kante. We need Mount. Yeah, fuck Kante. We don't need Kante in a Liverpool team. We've got Fabinho. Mason Mount will be the player for me. You know what I mean? Most certainly. Zacho going on, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Will Kante not improve Liverpool, says Ross? I don't think he would improve Liverpool. He helps us. He helps the squad. But he doesn't help the starting 11. Does that make sense? To say that he doesn't help the squad would be stupid, because he'd be massive for the League Cup games and the FA Cup games and the Premier League games, where we've got like a cramped schedule. Oh, foul from Gundogan early on Jorginho. Gundogan needs to be talked about more this season, man. That's a player that has improved the Liverpool team. He is class. And don't get me wrong, the way that Pep Guardiola has worked with him is sensational. But just because he stopped scoring goals, people stop talking about him, and he's fucking amazing. Like, he's one of the best midfielders in the league, no doubt. You know, even with Klopp, he was absolutely insane. Here's Timo Werner, likely to get an offside goal, but he's tries to get a crossing. Good defending from Jonathan Stones. Everton legend right there. Come on, they haven't got many. Got to give them a few. Got to give them a few. Shout out to Prince Teddy. Are you a mod? Are you a mod? Because Prince Teddy, you need to be a mod, man. You've been coming into the streams and you're doing work in the chat. So let me know if you're a mod, man. You're 10 seconds behind me. Well, we're there and thereabouts. We're in the region. Oh, we are. And also, YouTube has a little delay. It has like a 5-second delay, maybe. So that could be it. Prince Teddy says, Raheem Sterling has won more penalties than any other player in Premier League history. That's fucking insane. That is insane. Right, Prince Teddy, I'm going to sort that out, bro. Let me get that sorted. I'm so excited to see how this game pans out, you know, people. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just thinking to myself, like, with all the ways that this can go, that's what makes it interesting. Timo Werner, cutting inside. Mason Mount now, keeps it in, and it finds its way into Ederson's gloves. Right, Prince Teddy, let's sort that, my mate. Add as a moderator, boss. Prince Teddy, sorted this. Jota season, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. BT are showing the match on their YouTube channel. Esther, you are right. You are right. You are right. Chances on Werner getting a 90th minute goal winner. Listen, I saw something earlier, actually. Like, Chelsea beat a Portuguese side in the quarterfinals the last time they won the Champions League. They beat a Spanish side in the semi-finals the last time they won a Champions League. The £50 million striker they bought the last time they won the Champions League scored the winner in the final. Like, they won the... Oh, what was it as well? There was some other mad stats. City won the league that year. So, do you know the year where Aguero... Like, that... Or was it that year? Or was it Man United? I don't know. It was City. It was defo City. And that's happened. All them things are happening this year. So, it would be likely for Timo Werner, like Fernando Torres, who never done well at Chelsea, to possibly go ahead and get a goal, man. Speaking of Fernando Torres, I don't show this picture enough, but I've got a picture of Fernando Torres. Obviously, I don't need to explain where that's from, but if you don't know, that's when we absolutely snorted. Snorted is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said snorted. You know what I mean? No implications there, people, but snorted Manchester United 4-1 at Old Trafford. You put a bet on this, James. Do you know what? I haven't put like an official bet on it yet, but me and my mates have got a bet on Le Bon. I'm not sponsored by Le Bon or anything, but me and my mates have got a bet on there. We've all put 20 quid in, and the winner will take all that back. James, would you rather De Paul or Yuri Tillemans? De Paul for me, mate. I think, like, with the chances that he creates, that's more beneficial to us. But Yuri Tillemans, and plus, he's going to be a lot cheaper. He's probably going to be half the price of Yuri Tillemans. So that's why. But I still really, really like Yuri Tielemans. But I've saw prices like 70 million and shit, and he's not worth that. He's a very good player. Like that goal in the FA Cup final, if he'd done that on a basis, then absolutely. Because that'd be kind of like just having a Belgian Steven Gerrard. Do you know what I mean? Someone who just scores absolute worldies, gets stuck in. That's who he reminds me of. Kind of similar to a Steven Gerrard, but even though he is a good player, again, that money, FSG won't spend that money. Shout out Lakshan. Thank you for tuning in, mate. 6 minutes in. It's kind of, again, just being a nervy affair for what I imagine would be the City and Chelsea fans. Not really for me. But it's been one of them things where it's end to end. Both teams are getting stuck in. And I'm curious. Where do you expect Brentford to finish at the end of the Premier League season? Good question there, Jamie Todd. Let me know in the chat as well. Where do you think Brentford are going to finish next year? That's a very good question. And here's why it's a good question. Because they've got a striker that can score 20, 25, 30 goals. Now, in the Premier League, that's probably not going to translate to 30 goals like this year. It's most likely going to... Like, Ivan Toney has the ability to score 15 to 20 goals in the Premier League. I think he's shown that. He's someone who just has an eye for goal. He loves to score goals. He embraces the fact he scores penalties. Like, he's got that confidence about him. He's gone through football the right way. You know, at Newcastle, he kind of got rejected, and then now he's playing for Brentford. That's his first season in the Championship as well. He's no joke. Oh! Great ball in over the top to Sterling. Well done by Reece James. Sterling's kept it in, and it's a corner. Very interesting start. Biggest chance of the game, I think it's safe to say. Sterling really should have shot earlier, I'm not going to lie. Ederson put the ball over. Phenomenal ball from Ederson. Reece James did a great job, but Raheem Sterling was too slow there. Yeah, unlucky there. The momentum was lost there from Sterling, but it's a corner. Phil Foden, that was a huge chance for Manchester City. Massive. You don't want to miss them chances, I'll tell you now, mate. When you get into a one-on-one. Phil Foden. Oh, wait there. Referee's curled it back. Without Ivan Toney, they will be going straight down. They've got a few alright players. Like, they've got Brian Mbeumo as well. I think he's okay. I'm not going to lie, I see Brentford finishing maybe 16th, 15th, around there. Mid-table-ish, you know, close to the relegation zone, but with the fact they've got Ivan Toney, and if they can keep Ivan Toney, then I think that'll be enough for them to essentially get over the line when it comes to staying up in the Premier League. That's a great achievement, though, man, what they've done. They've had a good season. I swear earlier on they were top of the league, and then they kind of drifted off a little bit, so it's good to see them come up. First time in their history as well that they're in the Premier League. Dermot says, who do you want to win, Hammers? Dermot, I'm leaning more towards like a City win because I don't like Chelsea. But I don't really want any of them to win, but obviously one of them has to. Oh, we are. Here's Kai Havertz. Out wide to Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. Oh my God, Werner! That was a terrible connection, Werner. He can't finish, man. Like, I know, you know... With the amount of chances he should get, he should be the top goal scorer in all competitions. Oh my God, and City have got a counter-attack. It's in the box! Great defending from Ben Chilwell. That's what you spent, how much was it, like 50 million or something for Ben Chilwell right there. He's right, Ben. In that situation, Big Ben cutting back. Gunzo one. Into Zinchenko. Go on, Zinchenko. Finds Mahrez. Oh, City just toying with Chelsea. And here's the thing about Chelsea. They always stay compact. They don't run at you. They're not going to get out of position. They're just going to stay compact. There's no point in taking risks. Not against a side like City. Fuck any of that business. And as long as you stick to the basics, you're most likely not going to lose. You're most likely not going to get knocked out, essentially. Fair play, man. Good game so far. Sterling has had a poor season. He's had a very poor season. Even for his stand. I think people always think of Sterling as this like skillful player who likes to beat players one-on-one. He's not. He's someone who likes to run in behind. He's, you know, and physically, he's good at maybe holding the ball from time to time. He's a little stud, but I don't know. I don't think he's one of like the best players in the Premier League. His accolades and his achievements speak for itself. Some of the seasons that he's had is unbelievable, but technically he isn't the greatest. You know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing. But I think in a team like City, where you need to move the ball quick and you need to be good on the ball, that's why he's not playing. Kevin says, Brentford are a good side to watch. Konza, Maupay, Watkins, Tarkowski, Benrahma, Egan, Tony will be next. Possibly. I don't know. Ivan Toney might just embrace the fact that he's a Premier League striker now, so he might not leave. If Liverpool were in for Ivan Toney, though, I'd like that, man. Honestly, I really would enjoy football club. I would not be against that. Great defending. Was that from Ruben Diaz? Oh, but no, it was from John Stones. Werner keeps it in. Let's see what Timo does. He finds N'Golo. Good defending from Ruben Diaz. He's fucking class, Ruben Diaz. He's actually sensational. What a footballer. Watchalongs are better than the actual game. He's right, Aran. Love that, man. And that's what we want. These are just basically where we can chill, you know what I mean? And chat shit about the game and watch the game. But something to do, like... I don't know, mate, because I do the Redmond roundups and stuff, but I enjoy, like, interacting with the chat and interacting with you live. I like to try and reply to all your questions and stuff while watching the game, because there's no emotional attachment to this as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more during the Euro, so if you do want to watch them, people just let me know, and I'll bring you the content that you want to see. Do you think that Kanate will start for us? I don't think he will. At first, if Gomez is fit and Matip is fit, I don't know. But they're probably not going to be fit, so yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to... Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. It's good to have them options. But I don't think he'll go in straight. But that being said, is Joe Gomez going to be fit for the start of next season? Because I don't think Matip will be. And I don't know about Joe Gomez. Let me know what you think, chat. That's a good question. Sterling is a good player. Needs a bit more intelligence and better first touch. That'd make him a lot better, to be fair. I think his finishing lets him down from time to time as well. Because he gets good numbers, Sterling. Kenny says the referee should let more go through. Nah, I agree, man. He's stopping the game every 2 seconds. He's just stopped the game again. Oh no, it's carried on Timo Werner! Timo Werner, you put your foot through that, son. You don't fucking just tap it and put it into the arms of Ederson Karesovli. You've got to put your foot through that, Timo. Even though Timo Werner's done well in this Chelsea team, he is costing them wins. That in itself contributes. If they don't win this Champions League, that contributes to them not winning the Champions League. But here he is again. He shoots. Offside net, and I thought that went in for a second. Thomas Tuchel's there like this. Go ahead, Thomas, lad. Thomas the tank engine. You tell them, son. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but mate, this is actually like it's just sick to have fans back. That's what I prefer. Just noise in the background. Timo Werner needs to like relax. He needs to relax when he's in front of goal. Really place his shot, because that's what he doesn't do enough. He rushes his chances and he just loses his head. And then I think like this season has really got to him. I'm not going to lie. But he's very good at getting the chances. That's why he's always getting them. And obviously the way Chelsea set up to play around them. Ball in for Chelsea. Well done by Ederson there. I'm not going to lie to you. Counter attack now for City. They're off. De Bruyne. No way. What a tackle. What a game this is. Proper counter-attack and stuff. That's why I don't want the referee to keep getting involved, because then it can let the momentum build. Chelsea are looking for them long balls as well, you know. Trying to utilise that pace that they've got up front. And rightly so. Get on the Bunsen burners, get in behind, because that's most likely going to be the way that you beat City. A lost ball or a mistake, something like that. But again though, man, this is interesting on how this could go. Here's City right now, building up the play. That's what they do, they build up the play. They want to draw you out one by one. They don't do it in total, they don't want to just try. Oh, that's absolutely amazing. It's like the best attacking team in the league against the worst... against the best defensive team in the league. And, you know, do you know on FIFA, where you're playing career modes and then they say, like, at the start of the game, this is the best attack versus the worst defence. And it makes it interesting. It's like this game, mate. It is genuinely probably the two best teams in England. Like Liverpool when everyone's fit. But this season... Oh! Timo Werner. Oh my God, ball in from Chilwell. Kante! No way, Kante. Nearly G. How sick would it be for Kante to get a goal? That'd be sick. Kevin says the problem with Werner is because he plays too much possession. No, wait there. He plays too more PS. Same problem David James had in the past. PS. He plays too much PS. Oh, he plays too much PS. Oh, that's what you meant. I was trying to think, what does he mean by PS? I don't think he plays PS, unless you're joking and I just don't get the joke, Kevin. But you never know, lads, he might be on the PS too much, you know what I mean? Or the Xbox or the fucking Nintendo. Probably, lad, you might have some substance to that statement. I just love English football teams. These two have really shown what the league is all about. And that's what I'm saying. If you talk about the two teams that represent English football, well, at least this season, it's not Man United. I know they finished second in the league, but it's not them. Like, they played better than Villarreal, but they didn't beat Villarreal. They didn't break them down for any clear-cut chances. You know, you can have the possession all you want. It's about what you do with it. And even their goal, it didn't come from anything special. This is a game where you're looking at the two best sides. We had to beat these teams, not me, not us, but these teams had to beat Real Madrid, the PSGs, the best of the best teams to get into this final. In my opinion, the Premier League is the best in the world. In my opinion. Maybe not like the English coaches, but with all the money that's been brought into the Premier League, it's therefore made it the best in the world. I think City are the best squad in world football. And they should be, with the money that they spend, but they are, like, you know, you can't take that away from them. Starting 11, maybe or maybe not, but still, squad, you've got to give it to them, man. Because if you're talking starting 11s, you've got Bayern Munich, you've got Liverpool, for example, when we're fully fit. Even maybe Chelsea, some people might put an argument in there. But I think, you know, squad-wise, no one can talk to them. Does Jota start over any of the front three next season? Jan, I think he starts only if the front three continue to... You know, like, for example, if Mane has a poor season or a poor first few games, then you use Diogo Jota. You don't just give players starts and appearances just because of the credit they've got in the bank. That for me is not really that fair, not going to lie. Do you think Curtis Jones breaks into the midfield next season? It's a weird one with Curtis Jones. I think he's got the talent to do so, but you're asking me the question, do I think Curtis Jones is going to break into a midfield that consists of Thiago, Fabinho and Henderson? No, and he's very good, but he's not getting into that midfield. I don't think he is. This is the most open Champions League final we've had in a while, says Prince Teddy. Right, mate. Too right. It's exciting. Jamie Todd says this literally feels like more like a joke, this game, way the defences are. I don't know, I think so far it's been an alright game, to be honest. I think it's been okay. Imagine how sick it would be if Lewandowski would join the Premier League. That'd be amazing. Just of the curiosity of what would happen if Lewandowski got into the Premier League, man. Like, I do think he would tear it up down myself. You know, there's City. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, corner to Manchester City. Couldn't find his man. De Bruyne's been off the mark the past few weeks. But yeah, Robert Lewandowski had been mad in the Premier League. I think he's only joined City and Chelsea. But the thing is, though, if you're Liverpool, you should want to get a Lewandowski. Like, you should. Think about it. Because if you get a Lewandowski, you're guaranteeing yourself a striker who is going to get 30 goals for the next 2 seasons. He's just that good. Like, he is. You know, you can talk about the team that he's in. Lewandowski's a baller, man. Like, people don't put him in the conversation of, like, the best of all time enough because he's up there. With the strikers, I mean, like, obviously Ronaldo and Messi are on their own little thing. But he's just scored 40 goals in the Bundesliga. The one year that he should have won the Ballon d'Or, he scrapped it, which was just daft. But we move. Oh, Ben Chilwell. This is a very awkward game, man. I'd be nervous if I'm either fan. If I'm a Chelsea fan, City fan, I'd be shitting me jocks. Oh, ball in from Chilwell. Dealt with. It's the midfield that's very open from both teams. Each side's just counter-attacking and trying to get in and around the final thirds and just open for the best. There's man like Reece James. Into Timo Werner. James James. Makes no sense, James. There's Kante. We need him to get a goal. There's 3 dreams in this game. Both of them to lose. Kante to score and Aguero to score. But both teams to lose. I don't know how that happens. But let's just hope it happens. Oh, foul. There's been loads of fouls in this game as well. I swear that's like the 6th foul. Smash a like if you haven't already. People also subscribe to join the Redmond army. If you so wish. And only if you enjoy the content, of course. Hey, what's your score prediction and are you watching the Euro 2020 on stream? Oh yes. So, to answer the first question, I think it's going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. And then the second part of your question, I'm going to watch a few of the games, yeah, definitely 100%. No doubt about it. Alcarp says, what do you think will happen with Gomez and Matip now that you have signed Kanate? Much love from a gooner. Big up yourself, man. I don't know. It really depends on how good Kanate is. If Kanate I've heard he's like a mixture of all 3 of them. He's got the pace of Gomez, he plays like Matip, and he's got like the stature of Van Dijk. I will have to see how he plays before I can make a proper judgment. In the time that he's been at Leipzig, he's looked very good. But in the time that Joe Gomez and Matip have been at Liverpool, and they've been a fit there, they've been very good. So, I'm not just going to write them off, do you know what I mean? How can anyone compete with Man City when their bench costs 370 million? That is insane. If that is true, if what I'm read just there, Prince Teddy, which, listen, you're bringing out the stats all stream, so I'm going to assume that it is. That's mad. And it does go to show, and this isn't me trying to be salty, but City really go ahead, really should be winning all these trophies with that type of money that you're being spent. Credit to Pep Guardiola, he's doing even more of a better job. But they should have at least a Champions League or 2 at this point. And they still haven't even got this one. This is not going to be a walk in the park in the slightest. Like I said, they've already lost to Chelsea twice. Thomas Tuchel has gave them the German sausage on more than one occasion. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm very, very intrigued. I feel like we're going to know a lot more after half an hour of this game. 5 minutes to laugh. Never mind. I'm chatting shit. I don't know how. This game is too high for my IQ, mate. That's why I've been excited for it, because the coaches. I don't care about player v player like Foden versus Mount. I care about Pep Guardiola versus Thomas Tuchel. 2 of the best coaches in world football right now. Going head to head in a final. Ball in from Reece James. It's a good ball. Dealt with by City, but it's still in the possession of Chelsea. Hi James, sorry I'm late. Hey, don't worry, fella. is right for tuning in, and big up everyone who's tunes in. Like I said, I don't expect many people to come into these streams, but I kind of like it, to be honest. The chat's chill, I'm chill, watching the game. It's just standard, mate. And it's something that I'd like to do a lot more. We done the watch along to the United game the other day, and that was boss. I really enjoyed that. And then here we are again, man. Here we are again. Money isn't always instant success. That is also facts. It's not instant success. But Man City have had money for 10 years and they haven't won a Champions League in that time. I believe they've had Champions League every year for like the past 10 years. And they haven't won the Champions League in that time. I'm just saying, like, you know, it is an underachievement. But they do make up with how much they win domestically with the leagues and the League Cups. Like, people don't even mention about how he wins the League Cup every year, how good of an achievement that is. Like, I know they get easier draws in the games and stuff, and when you have a deep squad, you should win them, but it's a mixture of both worlds, isn't it? They've got great coaches, they've got great staff, but they do spend loads of dough. That's just the be-all and end-all. You can't deny that. City are through! Phil Foden! Ah, Phil. Rudiger has just absolutely saved the system. When you talk about people who have stepped up, we were linked with Rudiger in January because he was shite. And we needed someone as like a fifth choice. And I said no because he hasn't done anything good in the league. Here he is right now, balling. He smashed it against Leicester. That was the last game I watched of Rudiger and he just killed it. And then this game, you talk about game-changing moments. You talk about centre-back scoring goals. That's the equivalent. Got to stop players like Phil Foden, man. This is his game. I can see a Phil Foden getting a goal pretty soon. Pretty soon. Not gonna lie. You big beauty, do you think Mr. Mac can do it against Poirier? Do you know what? It's mad the way you've just said that, Alcar, because it's on the Irish accent. Nah, he obviously can, you know what I mean? Like, he has got the ability, he can knock anyone out, you know. If you talk about knockout merchants, there's probably none better in that 155 division than Conor McGregor. But, and I have got a big but, and I cannot lie, Dustin Poirier is a problem. He is a problem for anyone in the division. He is probably, in my opinion, he's like the champ without the throne, you know what I mean? Or without the crown, should I say. I think he beat Charles Oliveira. I think he, you know, and the way he beat Conor McGregor was phenomenal. He utilised the leg kicks. And I don't understand how Conor McGregor just sorts that out. The leg kicks are just a horrible thing. And if you get caught with them, it can be the end of a fight. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm leaning more towards Conor McGregor than Poirier, just with the fact he's got the knockout advantage. But technically, it can go either way. When is Jürgen's contract ending? I believe, Deadly Harris, it's 2025. No, sorry, 2024. Not 2025. 2024. Riyad Mahrez has been fouled 3 times in the opening 20 minutes. That's the type of player that he is, though. You know, like the way we give Neymar and like Jack Grealish so much credit for, you know, winning so many fouls. Riyad Mahrez has a very similar thing, mate. Like, he knows how to distribute his body weight like that and cover the ball, and then next thing you know, you're clipping his ankle instead of actually getting the ball. Oh, ball in! Big chance for City there. Speaking of Riyad Mahrez, or was that Riyad Mahrez? Who was that in the box there? It was Mahrez. Misses a huge, huge chance. It's getting spicy, motherfuckers. There's City. They're on the attack. Raheem the Dream. Oh, Raheem the Dream, you fucked it, mate. Sort your shit out. Sort your shit out. If this was Liverpool defence, you'd be fuming. This game is bad defensive-wise. No, it's bad defensive-wise. Of course I'd be fucking fuming if Liverpool were defending like this, but still, it's good attacking as well, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, both teams are open, but I don't think it's the back line that's the main issue. It's the midfield is what I'm saying. You're saying the defending is bad. I agree with you. The defending is bad. I thought you meant the defence, like the back lines. Whereas all I've saw is them saving the teams in this game. Big up to everyone who's in the stream. Smash a like if you haven't already. James, what is your thing with England? Like, on the I asked... on the I am asked meter from 1 to 10, how much are you asked about them? I'd say... No, I actually want England to do well. I'd say a 6.5. Because a 7 would be a lie. But a 6.5 on, like, the I give a fuck meter on how well I want England to do. I'd say, like, a 6-7. People think I hate England because I'm Scouse. I want England to do well. If there's any nation I'll support in a tournament, it's only going to be England. Like, I'm not... What am I going to do, mate? Support Jamaica? Fucking hell, I'll get me head punched in. So, I want us to win the Euros. I just don't think we will with the manager. What are your thoughts on the Konaté's injury record? It's an interesting one, isn't it, my mate? I think of it as it's something to be concerned for. But if they've done all the medical checks, if they've done all the business, like, I don't know why you'd sign a player if you didn't think he was going to play. And it's glaringly obvious that he's missed a lot of football over the past season or two. So, what does that mean? Now, does that mean that we just stick with him and that we're going to play him consistently? Because now that means we've got 3 injury-prone centre-backs if you go off the past 3 seasons. But here's the thing. They've obviously got to look into the medical side of things to where, like, is it a muscle tissue? Is it bones? Is it, like, oh, there's so many factors that go into it. And if it's none of the serious things, like, I swear, muscle tears are, like, the worst ones, but that's what he has, then maybe it's going to be a bad thing. But we will see. We will see. Here's Chelsea on the attack now. Timo Werner. Back to Kante. Out wide to Ash Pilly Willy. Go on, Ash Pilly Willy. Oh, the momentum's so slow, but it's just because both teams are set out very well defensively in terms of the back line, not the midfield. The midfield, both of them are open right now. Come on, City. Get into them. But, oh my God. Nearly a chance there for Chelsea. James, after Jurgen Klopp's contract expires, who would you want to replace him? That's a great question, you know. I'd say, like, obviously anything can happen between now and 2024. Like, anything. But, if I could choose a manager, like, I wouldn't be against like a Brendan Rodgers coming back, based on the fact that I think Brendan Rodgers, by then at least, will be a much better manager. Maybe Steven Gerrard, if his trajectory keeps going like this. I think it's most likely to be Steven Gerrard more so than anyone else, though. I'm not going to lie. He'll have had a few years at Rangers. He might have even been at Rangers and then had another club that he managed. And then he might come to us. And by then, I might be all up for that. I might be on the Steven Gerrard choo-choo train. Because even though I am right now, just won the damn league in Scotland, he's still got to do more to earn a Liverpool job. You get what I mean? Absolutely still got to do more. But so far, so good. So either... What's that fan doing? What's the fan doing there? Oh, is he talking to the referee? Banter. That's why I've missed fans. Fans like that, fucking use your eyes, ref. Opinion on Alaba to Madrid. It's a good signing, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a player that's about, like, 30 years. How old is Alaba? Like, 30, 31? He's going to do bits, don't get me wrong. But he's getting, like, 400 grand a week in a team that's, you know... How often is he going to play? Where's Alaba going to play? Is he going to play left back? Because, from my knowledge... They've got Mendy, so no, he's not going to play left back. Is he going to play in the midfield? Maybe. But who do you take out of Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Casemiro? I don't know who you take out. And then centre-backs. They've got Sergio Ramos and Varane. And even if they sell Varane, for example, why are you bringing Alaba on 400 grand a week to play a centre-back? Do you get what I mean? I think he helps the squad. But he certainly doesn't help the bank balance. Prince Teddy says, Kanate has only ever had one major injury, which was handled poorly at Leipzig. So again, as Prince Teddy has just confirmed, I knew there would be circumstances that it came into play. Oh yeah, it's talking about Poirier McGregor right now. Yeah, so there's circumstances that come into play about Liverpool buying Kanate, because yes, he might have had a long time out, but if that's the case, if it's the deal that Leipzig have dealt with it poorly, and therefore that's what made the injury worse, then that's the reason why we've got him. He's got talent though, you can't deny the talent. He's 21 years of age, and the pace that he's got is unreal as well. That's going to suit the high line very nicely. Very, very nicely. City in possession. Oh, Alaba is 28. Oh, is Alaba 28? Well, listen, maybe age-wise it's not that bad. But wages, I'm not going to change their minds on that no matter what anyone says. He could be 21 and then wages aren't worth it. Here's N'Golo Kante bursting forward. Out to Havertz. Good tackle from Zinchenko. Another player that needs to be talked about more. Zinchenko is a fucking baller. He's just cleared it out. Rudiger deals with it. Man like Foden. No, it's Gundogan. 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 De Bruyne. Mahrez. Oh my goodness. It's the game of counter-attacks. Mahrez! This is interesting. This is interesting. Working, but still watching the watch-along, Dylan. That is why you are a legend. You are a fucking G. Do you know people who do shit like that? Like, I love that, man. Like, the fact that you'll be in work and you'll have your mind occupied elsewhere, but you're still taking your time to be in the watch-along. That's why I do it, man. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, Dylan. Hope you're well. James, who would you be? What would your dream summer transfer be? I'd say a striker, any striker. Because Haaland, like if you're asking me dream signing, then Mbappe or Haaland. Mbappe or Haaland, no doubt. Salah season, please do not spam in the chat, otherwise you will get turned out, my friend. What about Upamecano wasting his career at Bayern? Well, we don't know yet. I don't know if you can say wasting when he could actually play. Wait, what's happening with Thiago Silva? Oh, he's going off. Is he injured? So Thiago Silva has to go off the pitch. His back's got to him, not a messing. But Thiago Silva is old, man. It doesn't surprise me to see these type of things happen. We see it with James Milner. The body just can't do what it once could. The brain wants to. He looks about 20 though, Thiago Silva, doesn't he? He has like a proper baby face. Would you like to see Griezmann at Liverpool, James? I wouldn't be against it. But I don't think he should be our number one target. Even though I love Griezmann, I certainly would not be against that. How old is Griezmann though? Is he like 29, 30? Around there? Or is he younger? Is he like 27? Oh my goodness. Ball in from Chelsea. Ben Chilwell. Werner with a weird touch. His decision making is questionable on many occasions, to be dead honest with you people. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, people asking for links to the game. Urban, you can watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on the BT Sport app. You know what I mean? So get it on there and stay on this one if you can do the split screen, or if you have two devices. There you go, mate. Who do you reckon's been the man of the match so far, by the way, people? Who do you reckon stood out? I think Reece James has had a fantastic game for Chelsea. I think Werner, if you take the chances, then the game looks much better. Or if you make them challenging, but he's hit them right at the goalkeeper. So, I'm not too sure, but I think Reece James has had a very... Rudiger's up there as well. with what he's done in this game is fantastic. Oh, and literally as I'm speaking about him, he tries to spring a lovely ball into Reece James. It's a throw-in for Chelsea. Meltwater says, James, do you think if we bought Werner, we would have had a better season? I don't know if he would have had a better season. Wait, are you saying we or he? Oh no, he said he. I don't think he would have. Chelsea are a more compact team than what we have been this season, so it's been his fault that he's not had a good season. He's not taking the chances. He's getting the chances. He's just not really taking them, and that's his only problem. Once he starts getting the goals and the goals start to reach more and he's getting offside less and stuff like that, people will rate Timo Werner because he is a good player. Yeah, Griezmann's 30. He's 30, so it depends how much it spends on him as well. And people think that he's done bad at Barcelona. Griezmann is still a very, very good player. People thinking that he's shit. Oh my God, it's Havertz! Why is my... Oh, it's 1-0 to Chelsea! Me telly went off for a second, but that must have been the glitch. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. Timo Havertz! Timo Havertz! Kai Havertz gets the goal! Makes it 1-0! Manchester City's Champions League hopes is going down the fucking drain! Down the fucking drain! Pep Guardiola's never won never lost a Champions League final. And it's looking like it could happen today. Yeah, it's looking like it could happen today. Beautiful play from Chelsea. But again, Manchester City's backline exposed. Terrible defending. Gets a little bit of luck with the goalkeeper. Sneaks it underneath his arm. Listen, it doesn't... Oh, and actually, that would have been a free kick. That would have been a free kick. He went out the box. It went off his hand. And Havertz done what Havertz needed to do. And that's the difference, right? That goal right there from Timo Havertz is the difference of him possibly being a flop this season and being a success. Scoring in the biggest game of the season, no matter what club you support. That's what you need to do. You can score 1 goal in 12 matches. That's what the stat just came up there. 1 goal in 12 games. But if you use that 1 goal to be in a Champions League final, I don't give a fuck, mate. That's worth it. That's worth the 70, 80 million that we've spent on you. It's like Fernando Torres. Yeah, he was a Chelsea flop, but was he really, though? You know, with that Champions League goal on itself, you have to respect. You have to respect, man. You have to respect, man. Respect. In the words of Jose Mourinho. 1-0 to Chelsea. Let me change the scoreboard. Shit on it. Yes, it just got spicy. It just got spicy, yeah. It just got spicy. Timo Havertz. I don't know what happened there, by the way. Kai Havertz. I don't know why I do that. Listen, he came in a pair. You know what I mean? It's like Hans and Zech without the goals. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. To be honest with you, I wish I was like supporting a team here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Reece James. See, if that was Trent, there would have been something made by now. He hasn't got the attacking forte like Trent, but he's good going forward. Reece James, you've got to give it to him. He's sharp, man. Mason Mount is a baller. He is huge to this Chelsea team. He isn't just, you know, a part. He isn't just a piece of the jigsaw. He is the fucking jigsaw. He is the fucking puzzle. He is the image. Like, he is what... He got dropped in the first game, and Thomas Tuchel then realised straight away, oh no, I can't drop you. You're too good. Even technically, he's a sound player, man. You've got to give the credit to Mason Mount. He's a leader. He steps up in the big games. Even for England, he was doing it. He was absolutely smashing it. Under Frank Lampard, he was absolutely smashing it. at Chelsea and at Derby. He can play under most friggin' systems. When a player can play in most systems, that's a good player. Because it means, say if you're to buy Mason Mount for 70 million, you're most likely going to get a good player. Whereas if you buy, I'm trying to think of a really good example, like an Inaki Williams from Bilbao. Poor example, but he's a player. You don't know if he'd smash it in the Premier League, even though he's doing well in that league. Mason Mount, he's most likely going to do well in any league because he can do well in any team. Does that make sense? You know, am I making any logic of what I've just said, or am I just waffling as always? Probably waffling as always. Don't like City or Chelsea, but it's lovely to hear and see fans again. That's the number one thing, and that's why I had to watch this game. Champions League final, fans back in the stadium, the real end of the season. And it's interesting whatever way it goes. City win the Champions League. It's the first ever Champions League. If Chelsea win it, then that's mad because they weren't even in the conversation 6 months ago. Two minutes into the stoppage time, there's Sergio Aguero. You do bring him on, don't you? Especially right now. This has got Sergio Aguero winner written all over it. 1-0 down. Bring him on in the second half. That's what I want to see. If Sergio comes on, that's who I'm going to support. I'm going to support Sergio Aguero. I'm not supporting City. I'm not supporting Chelsea. I'm supporting Sergio Aguero. So therefore, I'm kind of supporting City. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Riyad Mahrez is pissed. I was going to say, come on, you Blues, but they're both wearing blue, aren't they? And plus, it doesn't feel right saying that sentence. I feel like I should ban that sentence in my house. Oh, yeah, a little bit of space for Zinchenko. Zinchenko into Gunzo Wan. Gunzo Wan into... City just pass it back, man. Because you can't do nothing against Chelsea. I say this all the time. Chelsea are the hardest team to beat. They're the hardest team to beat. Pep, you had one job. Danny's fuming. Danny's an Arsenal fan, for those who don't know. Right, half time. Chelsea 1. Manchester City 0. Oh, no, wait there. There we go. Fans are back in the stadium. That was a good first half as well from Chelsea. Listen, you've got to give it to them. I think they were the better team. I think they played better than City. I think they were more effective than City. They weren't as bad defensively as City was. City, you talk about tactics and you talk about getting them wrong. Thomas Tuchel 1, Pep Guardiola 0, motherfuckers. Because that's what this game is. Thomas Tuchel 1, Pep Guardiola 0. Two phenomenal coaches going at it, and that's what you want to see. You really, really do want to just see two teams fucking having... They're beating the living shit out of each other. And that isn't this type of game. It's not going to be a 4-3, but they're both going to create chances. And if you think Pep's going to stay the same for the second half, I'm sorry, but you are sadly mistaken. He even said before the game that he's not going to be... He is going to change it up. He's going to have a different team. Don't want John Stones near our England squad, being caught out so many times this game. And Maguire, him and Maguire won't complement each other at all. I disagree. I think just because he's had a bit of a shaky game today, and I agree, I think he's being very below par. I think in the opening 5 minutes was sound, but then he lost his head a little bit. I think you still play John Stones. I mean, if Joe Gomez is fit, you might have a little bit of a different conversation. Maybe him and Harry Maguire will complement each other better. But to say John Stones doesn't deserve to be in the England squad, it's not like he's competing with fucking world stars, do you know what I mean? He should be in there above Harry Maguire, in my opinion. That's definitely a fact. He's a better centre-back than Harry Maguire. And then, if you don't want to start Harry Maguire, then you put in Ben Godfrey or like a Tamori, even though he's not in the provisional, which is stupid. But whether you believe that they have a good link or not, he's still the best player. He's still the best centre-back that England have. So, imagine the narrative of Chelsea win, sacking Lampard, and then Tuchel saving their season. To be honest with you, Esther, it's a mad one, you know. And I say it's a mad one. That is a mad one, because here's the thing as well. Lampard was supposed to be what we're kind of hoping Steven Gerrard is going to be, and that's why I don't want Steven Gerrard to be rushed into the job, because that's all it was with Lampard. He can become a better manager. He just right now does not have the facilities for that big man. He does not have the facilities for that big man. Thomas Tuchel has the facilities. He's proven it. He can beat big teams. He's beat Pep twice. I feel like that hasn't been spoke about enough leading into this final. He's beat him twice. Like a Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw situation. I've got 2 W's over you, motherfucker. Thoughts on being linked with Daniel Marlon? Remember me saying I wanted Marlon to join Liverpool? I told my brother and he laughed. And how the tables have turned. I don't know. I think I want better. I think he's good, don't get me wrong, and I wouldn't be against it. I just want a number 9, but I will play. I'd take him. It depends how much you're offering as well, but he is a baller. He is serious. But I don't know. Because I'm so used to Liverpool just buying absolutely world-class number 9s, I think that's just what I'm used to. James, who do you want to win? I am hoping that Man City win and Chelsea lose, but I think Chelsea are going to win. But it really, if both could lose, that'd be very ideal as well. What do you think about Rafinha for 40 million at Liverpool? Yeah, mate, I think that'd be a good signing. Rafinha's a top player. 40 million as well is not a bad price to be paying for someone with that quality. Let me know in the chat as well. Would you take Rafinha at Liverpool? He's been Leeds player of the season, surely, or he's been up there. Makes winning it even better now for City. It feels written in the stars. Aguero. Exactly. That's what I said before. The story right now, surely the way you end the Sergio Aguero career, the career that he's had from Aguero all the way to friggin' 20 goals per season, 30 goals per season. Surely that, not 0 Champions League, surely that ends with Sergio Aguero getting that winning Champions League goal. I hope it happens. I really hope it happens. But he needs to be on the pitch for that to happen, so I'm not getting excited yet. Zacho says, as it stands, big man Paper. Fucking hell, Zacho, why are you talking about Paper Lackey on the stream, for fuck's sake? Has the same Champions League medals as every Man City player combined. Now, that is what you call a big player. I mean, listen, people, if you didn't know that stat, I'll say it again. Paper Lackey has the same amount of Champions League medals as everyone who was starting in this City team. That's actually true as well. But to be fair then, so do I. He's right. Hey, listen, does that make me a big deal? But that being said, that means I also have the same amount of Champions League medals as Paper Lackey. I'm going to stop talking about Paper Lackey. That's your fault, that's Zacho. That his name got brought up. Roshman says, problems to solve Man City. 1. They should pass faster to make Chelsea's defence disorganised. And 2. Replace Sterling with Aguero or play Sterling at false 9 and De Bruyne at midfield. That's a big shout. They certainly need to move the ball quicker. I'll tell you that for free. When you're playing again. But here's the thing though. This is what City need to do. You need to go with number 2. Is what you've gone with there. So replace Sterling with Aguero. Don't play Sterling as a false 9. Don't do that. Replace Sterling with Aguero. Get a goal scorer on. And get the ball into the box. Get the ball into a box to what is a goal poacher. I know he's not 6 foot. Aguero, quite frankly, does not need to be 6 foot. He has made a career on out-jumping people taller than him. And he's made a career on out-pushing and out-strengthening people bigger and stronger than him. That's just the way he is. He's a little weird specimen. And that's why we love Sergio. That's why I want him to come on and maybe make a difference. That's what Pep has to do, in my opinion. But even on the screen right now, the way Chelsea is set out is just too dominant. They've got a team that is too compact for City to break down. Maybe with the fact Thiago Silva's came off, it could maybe open a possibility, like an opening, but I haven't got no clue. Leeds fan here, there's no way we'll let Rafinha leave unless he wants to. Nah, I don't think he will leave. I don't think we'll buy him if he does leave as well. but I would take him. I think he's quality. Who is the most underrated player in this final? Very good question from Bobby. Get that answered in the chat. I'm interested to see what you'll have to say there, you know, people. The most underrated player in this final. I think Zinchenko. Zinchenko is fucking unreal. Honestly, like, he is a top fullback and is never talked about. You know, I think that the issue is there's loads of good fullbacks nowadays, and there actually is. You've got Ferland Mendy, Lucas Digne, Robertson, of course, goes without saying. Ben Chilwell, Zinchenko, fucking, like, even look at the right back options. You've got Trippier, Trent, Wan-Bissaka, Reece James. You know, Wan-Bissaka isn't the greatest, but he's still a good right back. You're talking, like, there's so many choices, so many options, both sides of the field, across Europe, of how many good left backs and right backs there is. So I kind of get why he's not talked about. But Zinchenko's unreal. Rudiger, I don't think he's underrated. I think he's been given the praise that he deserves, rightly, for the form that he's been picking up over the past few months. But before the past few months, he weren't the greatest in the league. So I don't think he's underrated, in my opinion. Get your answers in the chat. Underrated Bernardo Silva. Again, I don't think he's underrated. Good player. Very good player. But to say he's underrated, I don't know. I really don't know. Reece James, fuck off. Reece James might be one of the most overrated players on the pitch. Shout out to yourself, LFC, but Reece James is not underrated. He's not overrated either. That was a joke. He's not overrated. He's class, Reece James. But when I hear people saying he's better than Trent, I do not think that as underrated. That's, of course, Chelsea fans taking the piss. But there's people who say that, like, that they believe it as well. They believe that Reece James is clear of Trent, which is madness, but it is what it is as well. Do you know what I mean? People, I will be back in 1 second. Just going to go for a quick piss. If you've got any questions, get them in the chat and I'll get them answered. When I'm back, I'll be about 30 seconds to 1 minute. So time it, you know what I mean? We timed it last week. I think I was late by 2 seconds. So time it. Right, I'm back. I'm back, motherfuckers. I'm back, motherfuckers. Back, motherfuckers. How long was I? 30 seconds? Please. How long was I? Let me know how long. I was defo less than 30 seconds there. 43, behave. I counted exactly 30. There we go. Confirmed by Ken. I took 30 seconds. Therefore, I am the quickest man alive. You saying who? Mo Farah what? Do you know what I mean? Did you wash your hands? I did. I did not. I'm not going to lie. Like, I should. I'll go and do it now. No, I'm not. No, I did. Oh, I forgot, man. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you do forget. Even in the new world, that one you do forget, you know what I mean? That was not 32. You're chatting shit. Anyone who says, nah, lying. You're lying. You're a liar. You're just jealous because I'm quick and you're not. That's all it is. You're jealous because I'm quick and you're not. I am quick at taking a piss and you are not. That's the only reason. Do people say I'm wrong and fuck off? Nah, I did wash my hands. I actually did. I'm not lying. I'm washing my hands, man. Stop having a go at me. I was only joking with yous. Look at me, I'm eating strawberries. Do you think I wouldn't wash my hands without strawberries? When I'm eating strawberries is what I mean. Fucking hell, I didn't know. Me mum made about 20 accounts today. and decided to start telling me to wash me fucking hands. James, who are your 3 realistic signings you'd want to see us sign? I'd say either like a Andre Silva, Ivan Toney type signing, like a striker. Then I'm like a Basuma Niehaus from the Bundesliga, or like a De Paul for the midfielder. And then anyone else really, just like to cover another position maybe. Where do you think that Sancho is going in the summer? I think he's probably going to stay at Dortmund. Stop having a go at me for washing me hands, man. Stop having a go, mate. Stop having... At least, you know what I mean? At least I was honest. Like, people don't respect honesty enough nowadays. What? I wash my hands. I'm getting myself into a much bigger hole than what I need to be in. I wash my hands, man. Yeah? I wash my hands. Oh, them strawberries are fucking nice. Let me know your favourite fruit in the chat. My favourite fruit is defo grapes. But strawberries are there, man. With oranges possibly as well. Apples are heavy. Bananas are gorgeous. Pineapples are fucking sexy, but not on pizza. Not on pizza. If you are someone who has pineapple on pizza, you are a very, very wrong person. And you might need to go and get yourself checked, because that's disgusting. Whoever invented pineapple on pizza, the fact it's sold in restaurants is illegal, mate. Like, I don't know what's more confusing. The fact you can have sex is 16, but you've got to wait to watch porn till you're 18. Or the fact that people chose to put pineapple on pizza. Honestly, it baffles me. It really does baffle me. But anyway, the players are walking out for the second half. Here we go. Second half of the Champions League final awaits. Chelsea 1, Man City 0. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes with the schmoes. People saying mango, watermelon, pineapple on pizza. No, it's not, Chloe. You're chatting shit. Chocolate. That is not a fruit, you fat bastard. Yeah, pizza's my favourite fruit. Pizza's my favourite fruit. Oh, shout out to my brother Big Six Pants, who says pineapple on pizza is for serial killers, not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna say it nice. I was gonna be like, that's the worst £2 you've ever spent. But shout out to my brother. I'm gonna assume it's Monts, but there's a few people who have that channel. So shout out to my brothers at Big Six Pants. Make sure you go subscribe if you haven't already. And shout out for the super chat, lah. Right, second half is underway. Oh, nearly underway. Nearly underway. The referee's making us wait. I want to make sure I don't miss the timer. He gives us a little wink. And Skinhead blows the whistle. And we're off. Chelsea 1, Man City 0. Have you even tried pineapple on pizza, James? It once. And actually can't remember what it was really like. But still, though, that's not the point. Just the idea of pineapple on pizza is wrong. Wrong on so many levels. Chloe, you are scatty, mate. You are scatty. You defo put barbecue sauce on your beans. You make beans for breakfast and then you put barbecue sauce on it. You've got to. You're that type of person. Chloe is the type of person to take a dog for a walk and dress it in a heat suit on a summer's day. Chloe is the type of person to... No, I'm not going to say that. Chloe, that's a messed up thing. That's a messed up thing to say that. And anyone who agrees with that statement, it's wrong. You know what I mean? Curry beans. Curry beans, mate. I put HP sauce on my beans. At least not barbecue. Do you know what I mean? Because I like barbecue sauce more than the next person, but you don't put them on beans. Anyway, listen, this chat, that rambling was just as bad as City's first half performance. Let's hope for the best in the second half. Aguero to come on and get a winner. That's what I'm wanting. That's what I'm hoping for. Do you know what I mean? I might try and get someone in here, though. Shit. I might try and get someone in the stream to talk with me. Hey, Darren, what are you up to, lads? You watching this final? Shout out to a man like Darren. Let me know if you're watching the final. If you want to join the stream, Darren, then just let me know, mate. Send us a text. But if you're busy, no worries. Or even Mons, if you're still watching, if you want to jump in, let me know, man. Nah, I'll message someone to get on the stream. Get a little bit of company. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Kante tries to clear it out. But it is... Wait there, what is that? Oh, it's a goal kick. That's why I like the audio as well, because sometimes when I'm confused on a decision, at least the commentary can like actually confirm for me what's happened, because I'm always friggin' looking at the chat and then looking elsewhere. Sup, man. James, what do you think about the opening ceremony? I thought it was beautiful. I never saw the opening ceremony. If you're on about like the pre-match thing, I never saw that. Why is someone in the chat just asked James, would you have strawberries on pizza? No, I wouldn't have strawberries on pizza. It doesn't work that way. You don't put fruit on pizza. You put chicken on pizza. You put meatballs on pizza. You put meat on pizza. You put even certain veggies on pizza. You don't put fruit on pizza. It's wrong. But here's City now. Every time City are on the attack, I don't get excited because I know they're not going to score. You're not breaking down Chelsea. It's not going to happen. They're way too compact. Kyle Walker gets it in, but Mendy deals with it. By the way, people, actually, I forgot to say this. I was supposed to say it earlier, but I'm doing a show tomorrow. Oh, Darren's just said he's busy at the moment, by the way. That's why I was looking at my phone. Shout out to yourself, though, Darren. We'll definitely get you on one of the streams soon, lads. But tomorrow morning, I think at like 10 o'clock, I'm going to be jumping on this. Well, I'm going to be doing a live stream on... My head's gone, by the way, today, people. So if I'm being a little bit slayed and whatnot, that's all it is. But no, what I'm going to say is tomorrow at like 10... I'm going to be doing a show, like a keep or sell show. So, review the Liverpool squad that we've got right now. That's going to include Konate. And basically, I'm going to say keep, sell, loan, and also rate their season from 1 to 10. So, I'm going to set up that live stream after this. So, tune into that if you are free tomorrow at like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be an early one because I've got a few things to get out the way. But even if you don't catch it live, you can watch it, obviously, once I'm finished. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Oh, we are trying to find Sterling. Yeah, Sterling's had a tough time against Reece James in this game. A real tough time. I'll tell you what was sick though. It was sick to see that photo of Foden and Mason Mount before the game. That was like, do you know when you think about storylines in football, that's the best thing about football. There's so many players who grow up together from grassroots level, and they'll go through the academies together and stuff like this, and then next thing you know, you see them competing in Champions League finals against each other. Like, that right there is what it's actually made for. Like, you talk about the story of Phil Foden. It's a very similar story to Trent. Was a ball boy, came through the academy, and now look at him, man. Playing in finals and shit. But people talk about Man City and this Man City team, like, they're the first team to do certain things. Like, oh, you won a league without a striker. We won a league without a striker. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be salty. But people were saying it like as if it was the first one. Hammers, 10 a.m. tomorrow, you should be at church. Do you know what, Lip? You're right, you know, lads. And one day I actually do want to make a more of a conscious effort to go to church, you know. Ooh, foul on De Bruyne. Apparently it's not a foul. Apparently it's not. Right, my brother Mons is going to join in the stream. Fellow Liverpool fan. We'll get his channel in the title as well once he does join. But Mons, I'll get that sent to you now, my G. But when you are in... right. Copy that. Invite a guest. Right, that's sent to you, bro. Let me get my earphones for when you do join. Right, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Why is no one talking about Kante? He's pocketing De Bruyne. No, that's fact. Kante's had a very good game. I've just been sort of in two worlds. Like, one eye looking at the chat, one eye looking at the game. But no, Kante's had a solid game, man. Great defender from John Stones. Ruben Diaz and John Stones, when they're together, they're like a bully. They bully their opponents. And they're doing the same right now. Very, very good. City have stepped up a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but Chelsea are just too hard to beat defensively. You talk about Kante, you talk about the back line that they've got. The back line have been stepping up. Got to give credit where credit's due, man. Kante is the GOAT. Kante's story is unreal. Them 2 years when he was at Leicester and then he went to Chelsea. One of the most monstrous 2 seasons you're ever going to see from a player. Ever in your life. Ever in your life. Can we see you collab with Deluda Guna? Nah, 100%. Deluda's my G. He scored a banger of a goal in Sunday League Football the other day as well, you know. A smashing goal. I saw it on his Instagram. It was quality, mate. I think he's only a fullback or something. Hit it like reset. Set piece for Chelsea. This is what they're going to be wanting. These type of set pieces and whatnot. Hoping for the best. Ben Chilwell puts it in. Back post to Rudiger. Oh, City have dealt with that. City have dealt with that. Chelsea have got it back at the other end. Kante's had a very good game. When you talk about solid and doing what you need to do, that's what Kante has done pretty much all match. Sean says, your thoughts about how football will look after Messi and CR7 will retire. Will 50 goals a season be considered a biggest achievement? Yeah, I still think even when Messi and Ronaldo retire, say if a Lewandowski gets 40 goals, that should still be celebrated to the max, because it still happens very rarely. Of course, as time goes by, it's going to happen more, but it still happens rarely, and that's why I think it should still be celebrated, because it's not something that happens often, and things that don't happen often, there's always going to be someone who's going to be the first person to do something, but be all and end all is, it's still impressive if you do things. Ooh, Zinchenko's on the ground. Rudiger is on the ground also. You're saying show the match? It's on YouTube, mate. Gail, it's on YouTube. If you want to watch the match, then watch. I'd get copyrighted, but if you want to watch the match, it's on YouTube, bro. You know what I mean, Lee? Hey, Hammers, who do you want to win? I've said I want City to win, but I think Chelsea are going to win. And I've said that for weeks. Just in case people think I'm saying that now, just because they're winning. Not the case. I believe Chelsea are the hardest team to beat in this league. Essentially. The way the manager sets them up. It's a scary thing when you get a manager who can coach these good players. Because they've got good players. but before, they never had the right manager for it. He's like Prince Teddy, sorting the people out who want to watch the game. James, how do you see Naby Keita's future? It's one of them. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's more likely to go one way than the other. And the way that I think it's going to go is just similar to what it's been. Most likely not going to get into the side. But we'll see. We'll see when it comes to Naby. Shout out to Jota Season. Welcome back to the stream, bro. Smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already, by the way, people. Really appreciate everyone who has tuned in, who is tuned in. Really do appreciate it. Again, we weren't expecting a lot of people to be in this stream. It was, you know, everyone's live for the game. The game itself is live on YouTube, so to still see so many people in here, big up yourselves, man. Interacting in the chat as always. Enjoying the game. I enjoy these watch-alongs. I do, I enjoy them. I think Nicolo Barella would be a good signing for LFC. Who does he play for, if you could remind me? I'm better with faces than all names. I'm going to assume someone in Italy. But it's just, I feel like I know so many people called Barella. It's just not coming to mind. What team does he play for? Let me have a look. Might need to look more into this player. Let me see. Nicolo Barella. Nicolo Barella, my fella. Not my fella. Right, so he's 24 years of age. I prefer to Paul. I think to Paul, like, I've said to Paul is the player that I want. To Paul, Niehaus, or friggin' someone there and thereabouts, do you know what I mean? We don't need... De Paul will be better than him. Ah, De Bruyne. Oh, I thought that was Zinchenko. Well, De Bruyne's off the pitch. He's injured, which is actually a massive thing. He's in tears as well. He's devastated, bro. That's massive. But De Bruyne weren't doing nothing. I don't think De Bruyne was going to really have an influence on this game either. He can have an influence, but it didn't look like he was going to. Oh, Gabriel Jesus is coming on for De Bruyne. And now he's on. Now he's on the pitch. Now I'm on to Barella, but now I'm on to Barella. Actually, he's a CDM, isn't he? No, I'm on to Barella. I think he's good, but I'd need to watch more of him to make a proper judgment. The fact he plays for Inter Milan, though, obviously speaks volumes, doesn't it? I think Tielemans is too much. I like Tielemans, but I think he's too much. He's going to cost like 60, 70 million, and that's just not what Liverpool need to be spending. Ooh! City are calling for a handball. City are really calling for a handball. Right, ball over the top. Good work from Chelsea. You've got to have a look at that, surely. He's saying it's... What does that mean? I want to see that again. Penalty shout from City. They're fuming. Oh, I don't know. I think that's a penalty. You know, I'm not going to lie, his hand was there. I think that's a penalty. For me, I think that's a penalty. His hand is out like that, and it's not like it's down by his side. Nowadays, that's a penalty. Wait there, they're checking the penalty while still playing. You knew they weren't going to give that penalty from the second. You're alright, Graham, lad. Welcome to the stream. No, what was that? What was that? What was that? No, it hasn't been the most exciting games, don't get me wrong, but when a Champions League final is ever the most of exciting games, us versus Spurs was one of the most boring games I'd watch for a good minute. Not gonna lie to you. I want to see it go to pens. To be honest, that would be more entertaining than this game, so I wouldn't be against it. Bounce from his chest to his arm. Maybe I'd need to see it again. Because people are saying they don't think it's a penalty. For me, first glance, and I only looked at the replay once and then I looked back at the chat, I thought that was a penalty. His arm, like, to me, was out like that. But if it bounced off his chest, then I understand. Was you down on Everton Road yesterday, mate? I weren't, you know, Jimmy. I'm not going to lie. I weren't. Half an hour to go. Man City's first Champions League ever is slowly going down the drain. Oh, let's have a look at Sophie's reaction. Oh, that's shit, that, man. As if Sophie had to fucking ask if that was offside first. You should be able to just celebrate a Champions League. It's a Champions League goal. You should just be able to celebrate Champions League goals the second it hits the net. You shouldn't be having to stand there asking if it's offside. But fair play to her, though, man. Sophie will be fucking buzzing with this result. If it stays this way, at least, because City can't write them off. Imagine Kante lifting the trophy that's bigger than him. And that cheeky smile. I'd pay to see that. That's why I support Chelsea. Also because they were the underdog before the game. Listen, mate, Kante, if he got to win the Champions League, you're talking about one of the best one of the best stories of all time. Because I know Vardy gets a lot of plaudits for what he's done, but Kante has literally done the same, but from France, and he's came to here, won the league, won the twice. He could win the Champions League, and Kante's had a very good game. You can always win them trophies, but how do you win them trophies? If you're a big part to play, especially in the final, then mate, you deserve your plaudits. And Kante deserves his plaudits. He gets them. He gets them. Do you think Liverpool, with a few good signings, will be in the Prem title? I think with the squad we've got right now, we could win a Prem title. Yeah, by the way, people, Fernandinho's came on the pitch, which I don't know if that's the substitution that I would be making, but also it will allow the attacking players to go further up the pitch. That's the one thing, even though he's a defensive player, it allows the attacking players that are on the pitch right now to be given a little bit more space, hopefully, but we will see how that actually goes. They need to bring on Aguero for me. If I'm a City fan and I want to see a substitution, I want to see Aguero come on the pitch. You need a goal. You've got a goal scorer. It's not rocket science. And this is the thing about Pep. Kind of like Jurgen, he can be very stubborn when it comes to changes during a game. Overall, a world-class coach, unbelievable coach, but there's Chelsea now on the attack. Mason Mount lays it off to Timo Werner. Both teams are doing okay, but Chelsea have got that upper hand. Talk about an upper hand. Chelsea have got that upper hand. Little bit of pressure right now. Gabriel Jesus bringing that very much needed energy to the game. Why do you bring on Gabriel Jesus over Aguero as well? Like, why is that a thing? Also, is the 5 subs? Because if there's 5 subs, then that should... Oh, Timo Werner's coming off. Okay, he's coming on for Christian Pulisic. That makes sense. That does make sense for me. I think you had to bring them off, didn't you, people? Let's be honest with ourselves. When you talk about Timo Werner, he's missed 2 big chances. He didn't look like he was going to get another chance anytime soon. Therefore, you had to take him off. Christian Pulisic can add something to this game as well, in my opinion. My brother's here, though. Big up my G. Man like Mons. Yes, now, fella. How are we?
How we doing, bro? Not too bad, man.
Absolutely.
How are you, brother?
Lad. Is the audio in sync? Might be a little bit out of sync here.
Hold on, let me jump out and jump back in. Give me 2 seconds.
We might be good. Are we good? Yeah, you say hello on 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hello.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there. A few Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? Let me jump in and jump back out. Let me jump in. And jump
Say
back
less, my G. Say less, my G.
No worries.
See you in a secondo. Let me get the Big Six Pants in the title. People, go subscribe to Big Six Pants if you haven't already. Great channel. De Bruyne is devastated. De Bruyne is heartbroken. Right, let me just get that in the title. Please go and subscribe, people. Be a big help. Big Six Pants. Right, that is now in the title. Get that typed in on YouTube and then boom. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Oh, chance there for City. Here we go. Right.
How are we feeling? Is it better?
Back in the party. We're back in the party. Are we good? Are we good? I think we good, man. I think we good, man. Hey, man, like months, like long time. No speak, my G.
Bro, listen.
Champions League finals and that we're not participating in, unfortunately.
For once
in our lives.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? A lot's been going on, like, personally and stuff. So obviously, I've just had to. You know, when you take a little step back and things, you just have to sort of keep the business. You keep this going.
You've got to, man. You've got to, don't you, lad? You know, you can keep the content coming and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, oh my God, City are on the attack. Phil Foden. Foden. Oh, Real Mahrez. What a fucking interception by Christensen.
That's Ashley. I think it's Ashley.
Nah, it was Christensen. Was it Aspilicueta?
I think it was Ashley.
Oh my God, it was Aspilicueta. It was Aspilicueta. Insanity.
No way.
Wow. You talk about game changer. Oh my God. Well done.
Oh my word, go on.
Well done.
Ooh. Any other defender there? Any other defender?
Kyle Walker smashed it in that situation. That was intense.
Yeah, 100%.
That was a game changer. You talk about goals at the other end of the pitch.
That's as good as a goal.
That's as good as a goal.
100%. 100%.
Oh, Aspilicueta is down.
That's not good, you know. I think his that looks like an.
Do you reckon his knee's fingered?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it's done inwards? What do you reckon that is?
I don't know. You see, he was holding the top of his kneecap in it and the bottom. You know the underside, that part of the ACL.
It's gone like inside. Yeah. It's like.
It looks like it's jarred. Yeah, even in the replay, it looks like it's jarred. Maybe it's just impact. Oh, when I see that one, it makes me cringe, man.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, I think he's just a really good actor. Probably better than me.
I don't know. Is that bad? Maybe I'm chatting shit.
Do you know what? He's just a really good actor because, you know, sometimes when you hold the underside of your knee like that, so I just got VVD vibes. I've got the VVD vibes in it.
It doesn't need to have that big of a connection, does it, with them type of injuries at all?
Mm-hmm.
It really,
sometimes
really
you could
doesn't.
Sometimes that it's not really like. It's more when you land in it, the way you land, rather than the impact.
Pep Guardiola is for human.
Ames, chat to me for real though. Who are you really not rooting for, but who would you prefer to win? Honestly,
it's like asking would you want me to get removed?
Yeah,
like either, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather keep both, but
yeah,
me right eye is slightly better than me left, therefore I keep me right eye. So and my right eye in this case for this analogy is Manchester City. I'd rather them beat Chelsea. I get you because you're from London and that, but like
yeah.
I grew up like with actually now you should want Chelsea to lose because you're from London.
Do you know what it is? Like, I really dislike Chelsea.
We played Chelsea. Oh, bro! Like when we were growing up, we were playing Chelsea on the regular. Like the first part of my life, it was City, and then the second part of my life, it was Chelsea. Oh no, sorry, it was the other way round. Chelsea first,
Chelsea,
and then
City,
Chelsea.
Yeah.
But the point being
many times European
is because I think I was younger for the Chelsea rivalries, and that was in Champions League games and stuff, and they beat us so much.
Yeah,
like. We beat them so much, but they beat us so much. I think that is why I hate Chelsea more than City.
The one that hurt me was the Lampard finish.
Yeah.
In second leg, I presume was that.
Oh, he's put him on his ass. Oh, what?
Hit it? No, it's not positive enough.
Dealt with. Go on.
But yeah, like I do dislike Chelsea historically a lot more than City, but I feel like City are gonna go on to dominate for more years, and I do see them right now. Like right now, City are our biggest rival. Like in terms of just they are our biggest rival. We're the closest team to City. I don't care what anyone else says. Everyone else is the best out of a bad
I should hate City more, you know, Mons. I really should hate them more. I don't know. I don't like them.
Do you have a lot of City? Do you? I don't know if there's a lot of City fans, but do you have obviously in Liverpool and stuff? Do you get the odd City fan? Do you get any like? Is there any of that
in Liverpool?
Yeah, like is there any?
No. Lad, you have Liverpool and you have Everton, and you might have the odd kid who comes here for uni. Oh! But if you're Scouse, it's Liverpool or Everton. Like, if you're a United fan and you're Scouse, that's a weird thing.
No, I see. Because we got a few in London. Obviously, I'm in Birmingham right now, but we got a few in London. Go on.
They're going through.
Go on.
Hey, Kaya's had to get... Oh, my God, go, surely. Oh, my God. Oh, my days. How's he missed?
I thought it went in the corner.
How's he missed? How's Christian missed?
He's got blood on his hands. He's played Zinchenko, but he's got blood on his hands.
How's he missed? Mons, you don't miss them big chances in a final.
Oh, he tried to lift it. Wait, how much minute are you in? What's your second? What's your minute?
72 minutes, 37 seconds, 38.
Yeah, you're on exactly 40. Right. Yeah.
Lad.
No, Christian.
Are you watching on YouTube as well?
No, I've watched it on BT.
Lad's on YouTube?
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I'm watching it on BT
But
Sport.
if we're in sync, then we're good, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Gabriel.
My days. Go on.
This game has been end to end. Just not really that many clear-cut chances. That's all it is. But like, there's been so... Oh, ball in. Chelsea's defence is just fucking solid, man.
Listen.
You talk about a solid back line.
Do you see when Pep was talking about how small the gaps are between the midfield and defence and attack? Like, how compact
I've said this. Listen, you talk about Thomas Tuchel. He's one of the best in the game. Right now, he's one of the best in the fucking game. The way he's came into this Chelsea team and the way they've respected his vision and his ambition, and they've bought into that.
100%.
It's evident. Look at them, mate. Like, you talk about compact team. Like, at half time, the shape that they're bringing up, it just shows. Oh my God, here's Sterling. Just about keeps it in. Oh my days, the game is now opening up. This is becoming a real Champions League final, people. A real Champions League final.
I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to go.
It's a mad one, Mons, I'll tell you. It's going to... Nah, Chelsea will win. Who's you reckon's going to win?
I think I'm going Chelsea. I'm with you on this one. I'm going Chelsea. I'm being wrong.
Gabriel Jesus should have done better there.
Yeah,
Gabriel Jesus should have done well.
Yeah, maybe, but I think Shaw has done okay, but he hasn't done enough. Like, he ain't done enough to get in front of his man. And as a centre forward, you have to bully. I mean, Aguero is getting in front of his man. Maybe it's time. Why
isn't Aguero on the pitch? Why is Gabriel Jesus on the pitch and not Aguero?
Pep doesn't trust him as much. He doesn't look as mobile as well, Aguero. He really doesn't at times. But I just feel like if you need a goal.
I think it's a no-brainer. Like, if this was my manager and I've got man like Sergio Aguero on the bench, I am fuming. I am fuming. I don't care if you've been playing with a false nine all season. You've got a striker who has won a league for this club before. You've got a striker who, season in, season out, with injuries, has scored 20, 30 goals a season. Like, that is the type of player you need in the final 15 minutes of what is a Champions League final. The first Champions League final in this era of success for Man City.
100%.
You can't be losing it.
With players like this, I think if they are playing regularly, even if their physical stature does sort of deteriorate in terms of maybe pace and agility, they still know the game.
Once, I want to know what you think, right? Do you know what all the money that Man City spends?
Go on.
Do you think it's a failure that they haven't won a Champions League?
Yes. Yes, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because when you look at Barcelona, and you look at Barcelona, and you look at Real Madrid, and I'm going to throw Bayern Munich and PSG. I'll throw Bayern Munich in there, maybe PSG. These teams are so dominant with the money they have, they monopolise their leagues. I'm not saying Manchester City has monopolised the Premier League, but they're the most financially dominant. So it's close to monopolising the league because, again, they have taken how many of Arsenal players? They've taken Raheem Sterling. Do you know what I mean? They've taken Riyad Mahrez.
By the way, Sergio Aguero is now on the pitch, people, for Raheem Sterling, which is the right move for me because Sterling weren't creating a hell of a lot. And we need I've said it, you need a Sergio Aguero. It has Sergio Aguero goal written all over it. Sorry, Mons, for interrupting you.
No, it's fine.
The scenes will be mad.
The scenes will be, well, for City, will there be a lot of scenes?
I'm on it, but even for football fans, that should be a moment where it's like if Aguero wins the Champions League, that's sick, man.
For him, I'd be so happy for him personally, just to seal off his career as and you know what? For me, that could put him almost neck and neck with Henry, because Henry never really did it at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
He got close. He got closer in the Barcelona final as well.
Which
obviously didn't.
But Henry missed a lot of sitters in that game. People won't remember it, but Henry missed chances that he'd put away with his eyes closed in the Prem. Do you know what I mean?
I've said this. If Chelsea don't go on to win this, Timo Werner's cost them the game.
100%.
I've said this.
But what was I even saying? Yeah. So in terms of, I think it's a failure. I generally think it's. Sorry, it's a corner, and I just don't know what's going to happen here.
I know, that's what I mean. The game's spicing up a little bit now when you're trying to talk about topics, man. Oh, that was a shite corner.
Yeah, shit.
That was one of the worst corners I've saw in a long time.
That
fell
was
back
knackered.
out. Ball back in. Much better. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Very
good
well defended
I feel like there's
again
no
by
point
Chelsea.
crossing. I feel like there's no point crossing against Chelsea at times.
Fuck
There's just no point swinging it in.
Nope.
Unless you got Trent, there's no point.
There's not many things you can do against Chelsea, to be honest. Look at the way they're set up once. They've got 7 men behind the ball. Nah, they've got more than that. They've got like 10 men behind the ball. Literally.
It's the team that you have to score first against, realistically. You just have to score first to drag them out of their shape and their compactness.
You can always see their formation. They've got that 5 at the back, always there. They've got that 2 in the midfield, always there. The way it sets out on the formation sheet at the start of the game, it's the same there.
You're seeing it, and all you see is that shift. It really gives me Conte vibes.
Proper.
It really does.
Just they're being real, like properly coached by someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, Kovacic about to come on.
But yeah, I agree with you, lads. I think with City, you can win 4 League Cups in a row. You should, with how deep your squad is.
Yeah.
Because League Cup is the one where you rotate. So if you're the one with the deepest squad,
you should, by right.
You should, by right.
Yeah. But even so, like as I said, they've had the most money. And you look at PSG and Barcelona and these teams, you see managers have been fired for not winning the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? They sacked their managers for not challenging, maybe not getting to the final, or even going out in the semis isn't good enough for some of these teams, because the league, it's not in the bag. Obviously, for Real Madrid, Barcelona, it's not in the bag, but the league is still like, oh, okay, like, we won the league, but the Champions League, that's the big boy. Big is what these men aspire to. And I put Manchester City financially on the level of Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. So therefore, the ambition needs to be the same. I'm not saying the Premier is a harder league than all these leagues, but the ambitions in terms of European elites should be the same, because they are a European elite. And financially, they are European elite. They spend...
Absolutely.
I don't want to keep going back to the money, but their money's so sustainable. Yeah, like, you know, so, like, obviously, Liverpool, we went, I could say, maybe the right way around things. And, you know, we took their chains last year. You know, we took their chains and stuff. But at the end of the day, it was only right for them to come back and win it. Because even when everyone else has a bad season, their bad season is still them coming out on top with the depth that they have.
Definitely.
So for them not to win the Champions League or not come close, even until this year, with all the money and stuff that all the oil that they've had, I'm sorry, it's not good enough, in my opinion. Not good enough.
I think of it like this as well. If Jurgen Klopp hadn't won a Premier League, it's probably not as much as a success to this point. It's really, like, obviously that's the case, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is a Premier League meant so much more 2 years ago than what it does right now, because we didn't have that Premier League. When you don't have that trophy, it makes it all the more significant.
100%.
And anyone who says that's not true, go through football and past and football in history. The one that you've gone with the longest out of the or without the longest out of the Champions League and the league. Usually most teams want to go and get that Champions League, especially when you win the league. So Liverpool, we've won more league titles than anyone other than United. We've won a lot of league titles. We've won a lot of European trophies. Man City, they needed to catch up in that pecking order. But in this 10-year period of them being boss, you don't get many 10-year periods where you're boss, by the way. Man City have had their 10-year period. They made a Champions League final at the end of that 10-year period, and it doesn't look like they're going to get that Champions League.
Literally. And
I'm not saying they're done. I'm sure they've got more good seasons. But if you haven't done it by now, where's the guarantee that you are actually going to do it?
And you know what? I'll be honest.
And I compare it to us because it's only fair if I do so. If we never won the league, it's a failure for Klopp, in my opinion. If we hadn't won the league, for most people, most people would say that. I want
to say it's a failure for Klopp because of how close we came the year before to show that we are on that level. Do you know what I mean?
We should have been competing again the next year, which we did.
Yeah, which we did.
But we should have been doing that.
Yeah, and I think, again, this is why I hate to say that Pep has the blueprints set out for him beforehand. But he does kind of have a few I'm not saying he has all the blueprints and it just has to, and anyone can manage Man City, because it's not that. But go on, hit it. But yeah, I just feel like the Champions League needs to be like, again, City have won how many Prems? They won 4 Prems in the last 6 years. The last 6 years they won 4 Prems.
Something mad like that.
Something stupid like that. And it's just like, again, now, as I said, you're looking at the European elites now. So the next step is what Pep is failing to do, and is looking like he's failing to do again. And I don't think there's going to be many ramifications. I'll be honest, I really don't, because they've won, obviously, and they've won so many trophies. But when it comes to the biggest one of all, you don't need to be. So many clubs have shown that you don't need to be the best club in the world or the best club to go and win that European competition.
Yep.
But when you have the blueprints there already and you still can't win it, question marks. I'm sorry. Question marks.
Facts. It's like PSG. They're not going to be respected in the regard as a real elite club in hindsight. Right now, they will be. In hindsight, they won't if they don't get that Champions League. The same will 100%. Go for Man City. Man 100%. City will always be looked at as one of the dominating giants in England, not Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Not in Europe. They haven't even won the Europa League because they're not competing in it. But if you're going to be competing in the Champions League every year, you better goddamn go out there and give it a good go at winning it.
True.
And a final isn't enough with the amount of money that they spend, in my opinion. Let me know in the chat as well if you agree or disagree. But people, make sure you go and subscribe to Big Sixpence. The name is in the title.
Love that.
So just type that in, smash and subscribe. Mean a lot to him. Would mean a lot to me. Some great content.
Means the world, man. Honestly.
We're going to be sorting out a few more. I'm going to be sorting out a few more ways to get you on the channel as well, Monslab, because loads of content over the summer that we'll need to get you involved with.
This is when the creatives get in now, man. This is where you can get creative. As I said, the league's done, like you said.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Team of the years, team of the seasons. We got a few things on Big Sixpence that I want to get you involved in as well, man. We got team of the years coming up. We've got
the score.
Top 10 centre backs in the league. Top 10, right? It's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Question for you, Mons, by the way.
No, I wouldn't sack him because I don't feel like there's anyone out there that can do a better job than him at the moment.
Oh, big chance for City. What are you doing, Aguero?
No.
Aguero. He's wasted that opportunity.
Yeah. I feel like there's one more chance though. I feel like there's one more chance in this game for City.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
he's got to drill it though, innit? He's got to drill that.
He's got to hit that low. He's got to hit that low and quick.
To drill it low.
You don't try and chip that over a 6'7" Mendy or anything like that.
If
that's Sterling,
do you
know if that's Sterling? I'm a right footer. Do you know if that's Sterling? Even if you're a right footer, if you're a right footer, it's all the more reason to hit it
just
hard.
Just get contact in it, yeah.
Don't chip
it low. Yeah. I still think there's one more chance in this. But same for Chelsea.
City are getting back in this.
Look at the counter.
So you're just saying there's one more big chance?
Yeah, I think there's one more big chance for City. But do you know the thing is with Chelsea? I know Pulisic is quick, and I know I really rate Pulisic in it. But I feel like you see Werner, what a ball that was. He's got to gamble more though. Lads. Foden's got to gamble.
City have got to go for it. They've got 5 minutes to really make or break. Because when are you next going to be in the Champions League final? Like, that's what I want to ask.
Do you know what? What's your opinions on Werner today? Because I know he's missed a few chances, but do you know what? Say what you like about Werner, but like in a situation like this, in these counter-attacking opportunities for Chelsea, Werner's so dangerous, man. When it comes to breaking them lines.
It should be 2-0 Chelsea or 3-0 Chelsea, and it's not because he couldn't take his chances. I think if you're going to I say this about Firmino, it's okay to do the good things well, but if you're playing in a position where, I am sorry, but goals win you games, not link-up play, not passing, not good football.
Go on.
Goals
Yeah.
Goals win you games. Everything else means fuck all. Like, you need to score. And the fact Timo Werner hasn't scored, I would be fuming. I would be livid as a Chelsea fan that he hasn't took them chances in what's a huge game. But I also, on the other hand, agree with you that he's played well and he is being a good signing if his numbers were a little bit higher.
Yeah,
because he plays well for them.
If Werner like gets his confidence back, because I generally don't think he's a bad finisher.
Did you see that bird? Keep an eye out for this bird who comes on the screen now. She was devastated, saw herself, and then done that. She was like, the camera's on me, bitch. The camera's on me, motherfuckers.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if they get him, because I generally don't think Werner's a bad finisher. I don't think he's a bad finisher. I think you can even see it in his interviews. He's shocked when he even scores. That's the man with no confidence. Do you know what I mean? That's a man with no confidence compared to what he was doing at Leipzig. So if they can get him scoring, here's Chelsea. They got a player, man. If they can get just the end product there. But Tuchel has a weird way of managing. He tells him he doesn't need to work on his finishing.
Foul. Wait, what? Tuchel saying he doesn't need to work on his finishing? I think he's only saying that to the media. There's no way you can look at Timo Werner's finishing and say to that person straight into his eyes that you don't need it. It's like saying, if I got a reverse mullet, so I cut all the middle part and left all this, and you say that I've got a nice trim. That's a fucking bad friend right there, bro. That's a bad friend. Like Thomas Tuchel would be a bad coach if he was saying that Werner didn't need to improve on finishing.
The young boys are loving it. They're loving it.
That's why fans need to be back. Shout out to Gangan Deep who says Pep brought on that Copacabana Kevin Phillips before Sergio. What's he thinking? The first goal was going to be key. I predicted if Chelsea score first, they would win. Big up James and Mons. Gangan Deep, the point that he is making right now is unbelievable. It's right. The order of your substitutions really do have an impact, and I also agree. If Chelsea score first, you're most likely going to lose the game.
Yeah.
Likely going to lose the game.
Nah, big up Gangan Deep though, for real. He's right.
I
love that. I love the comment there. What did he call him? The Copacabana Kevin Phillips.
Lad, what did he say? The Copacabana Kevin Phillips. I thought that was hilarious.
Chelsea have got this. They're doing the game management. That's not a foul. Oh yeah, this is where the yellows come out.
I thought Fernandinho should have started though the game. I don't know why he went. Why he was.
You know why? Because he tactical fouls Mason Mount before he plays that ball to Havertz. In my opinion, if Fernandinho's playing, because he's the king of tactical fouls. Like the amount of tactical fouls I see that man do and not get booked for is criminal. It's criminal. But he's just a master.
Still got it as well.
He's a master, right? Is he 36 or 37 now?
Like I think he's like 35, but still he's a fucking baller regardless. And with the experience that he possesses,
don't need the legs in it.
Wholehearted. Oh my God, Man City with a chance. No, what? Oh, it fell through to Mahrez. No way.
Oh my God.
Shit on it with a brick. Phil Foden's fucked it.
No.
Oh, Phil. For fuck's sake, Phil.
Andreas Christensen.
This Christensen's another level right now.
Chelsea are going to have a Champions League. God, it's hitting me.
Oh my God, 7 minutes have been added on. I repeat, 7 minutos siete minutes. Oh my goodness, and City have got an attack. This game is still very much on. We thought this game was over. We're talking 7 minutes.
That is 2 minutes of that's Liverpool. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that guy. If that's LFC, that is 2 minutes of extra time.
Montes being that guy, people.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy today.
You be that guy.
7 minutes.
We have a right.
7 minutes.
We've had a shit season.
Do you really? Does UEFA? Do you guys just want City to win the champs? Do you guys want to?
In there. Oh my God. Chelsea on the counter. Counter. Oh.
This is where you need Werner. This is where you need Werner. That's where you need Werner. James, that is where you need Werner. Tell me, guys, you need Werner. You need
Timo.
You need him there. Timo. Because Werner's not going to slow the move down. He's just going to go at you. Even if he fumbles the bag, he's going to go at you.
No, facts, lads.
I need to see this again. Who gets the touch here? Yeah, it's
Kante's had a good game. Kante's had a very good game, I think.
100%. He's had a brilliant game.
Like, the anticipation of this is me.
I really like
to go to the
Kovacic,
toilet
though,
again.
man. I really do like Mateo.
Kovacic, he's quality.
Yeah. I remember when we were linked
He is
to him for
quality.
ages as well, remember?
Yes, when he was at Real Madrid and he was doing bits there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going for a piss there. Quick, Mons, can you hold the floor?
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
My G. Oh, no, let me see this. I'm not missing a goal. I'm not missing a goal. It's just the anticipation.
Walker running.
Yeah.
Walker driving. He's like, no,
I was like,
this.
nah.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
We
I'll be
good.
alright. Let's go. Wait there. Shit. I don't
Oh,
know.
quick, big.
I actually don't know.
Have you got your phone? Can you watch it on your phone?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I can actually. That's a shout, that.
Get this stream up.
You'll hear,
run and just...
you'll hear me from all the way over there, just like, oh my god. Oh, sorted. Do you know what? That's a shout, that, man. So, right, I'll be back in 10 seconds, people.
Yeah, sweet. Oh my days. Is he gonna go for the long throw though? That's the thing. Yeah, look, Pep is sweating. He's sweating. Oh my gosh. Oh my days, this pinball gets it clear. Guys, what we saying in the comments, man? Are City gonna get a late winner? Who's seeing a late winner here? Chat to me. Who is seeing a late winner? Oh my gosh. Get it down. Oh my gosh. Big up Gang in Deep again. Chelsea fans unbearable. Yeah, less of that. It's true. We got hella Chelsea, man. They want Chelsea.
Sorted it. Absolutely sorted it. There was a chance, though.
Yeah. Played Kante.
There was a chance there. Kante smashed it there, mate. Yeah, shout out to Gang and Deep. Oh, big up yourself, brother. He says, Chelsea fans unbearable. Well, lads, galore. Let's say that. Nah, he's right though. Fuck Chelsea fans. That's why I don't like them. I don't like Chelsea fans. Shout out to all the Chelsea fans who are in here.
Do you know what? I feel like, yeah, Chelsea have done it. I hate to say it,
counting that. People always time it when I go for a piss. That's like a new thing in these chats now. 40 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
This is insane now, people. Oh.
Go in the corner. Oh, all right.
3 more minutes left, and then we will see. We will see. Actually, did wash my hands this time. Oh, I was trying to get water. Because people were saying before, did you wash your hands, James? And for the joke, I said nah.
I was interacting with the comments quickly. I was just seeing. I said, do you guys think Chelsea have got it? And most of them are saying Chelsea, man. I haven't seen one person really say City are gonna get this. Like, because let's be honest, when it comes to the late winners, Hannah, is it really, apart from the Aguero, apart from that, like...
And that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, literally. Wow, I'm getting old. 10 years ago, jeez. Wow, I'm getting old.
In there.
Wow.
Oh, ball in from Kyle. Ah. As if he took a shot when it was offside and he still
look,
missed.
stay down.
You've got to. Stay down. That's what I'd be saying.
Yeah. Stay down.
It ain't over till the last minute, as Atoshi says. Atoshi spitting nothing but facts.
I had a semi-final last week, and I was absolutely clattered when we was 1-0 up, and the captain just ran over to me. I wasn't even hurt, but like I was about to get up. Captain's holding me. He's like, "Stay down, stay down."
Listen, lads. Any level of football, you use them tactics. It doesn't matter. It can be in fucking Brutal on a Sunday, or it can be in Porto on a Champions League final.
They
use the same tactics.
They did equalise 5 minutes later, but we won on penalties, so
yeah,
you know, one of them ones.
I mean, listen, Man City went from Manchester went from potentially having 2 European trophies to fuck all.
It's true.
Do
you know what? I feel like this has gone, for me, the perfect way, because I don't know if you've seen our latest video on Manchester United's defeat. Hold on. Go on, Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
That's great. That's great defending.
Fucking hell,
that is great defending.
That's all they do.
Defending.
That's their team.
Christian Son.
Honestly, lad, this is the oil final, but that's what will get you good defences. But let me tell you what makes a good defence, a great defence, a good... Oh! Mahrez nearly just scored. Yeah, everyone shit themselves when Mahrez hit that.
When the ball was moving, because from our angle,
that was just
it
over.
looks like it's close, but oh my word! Keep us rooted.
As I was saying,
darling. I'm sorry, darling.
You can have a good defense, but it's a coach that makes it a great defense. And Tuchel has 100%. Made this Chelsea a great defense, like
same personnel with Lampard, because it was the same personnel, So it's my words.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll say, I feel like this has gone the perfect way, bro. Do you know why? Because, like, you know, when De Gea missed that penalty, I'm sorry. When you can and you get the time to see our video or the latest video, Corey got laid into.
Ederson. Oh!
Nah, it's done. It's done.
Over.
It's done. It's on.
Champions League. Chelsea have won the Champions League. Chelsea have won the Champions League. Oh, and I loved, even though it's Chelsea and like obviously I don't want them to win. This is their moment, man.
Oh, look at Mendy, man.
That's what I like. Wow. That's my favourite shit about football, you know, Mons. That's what my tears and stuff like this.
He's in tears, man. Oh man.
Chelsea have won the Champions League.
Yeah.
1-0 in typical Chelsea fashion. I've called it for weeks, mate. They've been the best team since Thomas Tuchel's came in. You talk about the two best teams in England, you're looking at them right here, right now. Like, I know overall Liverpool, of course. Liverpool overall, of course, but like still, mate. Oh, Aguero.
Yeah, man. I feel so bad for Aguero.
But this season, mate, like you talk about the two pinnacle, these were the pinnacle, and you saw who the best was, in my opinion.
I feel bad for Aguero, man. I feel bad for
one trophy.
KDB as well.
That's invading.
Do you think KDB? Do you think like was a bit psychologically for the team? KDB going off as well.
Maybe. But I don't think De Bruyne was having a good game. But you're right, mentally it could have.
Mentally, because players like that can have a bad game, but it's that one moment.
It was weird, lad. This game right now, like it weren't the greatest of games. But it was two high brain managers, tactical geniuses, just going head to head, and that's what you get right there. Kai Havertz. Hey, I was gonna say, I said this when he scored. You can have as worse of a first season as you want, but if you scored in a Champions League final and that turns out to be the winning goal, by the way, I am sorry. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter how much you was. You're not a flop no more. Agree, disagree if you want in the chat. I don't care. He's not a flop. He's just won the Champions League.
Torres vibes. The keeper.
It's even like this is his first season, so even in hindsight, say if he goes on to have a great career for Chelsea,
it starts. You can say this is the turning point.
He scored in his Champions League final.
But he looks more well in the face to me because you know earlier on in the season when he was recovering from COVID, he looked really skinny and really like, do you know what I mean? He looked really skinny in the face even, and now he looks more healthy. You know, even in his game, he looks more confident.
Shout out to N'Golo Kante as well, who obviously won it.
Yeah.
Commiserations from Mahrez and Aguero and stuff like that.
Champions League winner Kepa.
Man City still have that Champions League evaded. And also, let's just mention before we wrap this up, Thomas Tuchel winning a fucking Champions League in his first damn season.
That's
Champions League
colossal.
In his first season.
After losing it with PSG last year.
Mate.
If you're PSG, not a lot of people can do that.
If you're PSG, you're there like this right now, like shit.
Like how?
We fucked up.
And you know what? In all honesty, I know City were immense in that semi-final and quarter-final phase, but James, man, PSG, this was PSG's year to win it. It really was, in my opinion. This was really their year. Especially after they beat Bayern.
I think it was City's. Honestly, I thought it was City's. Like, they won 20 games in a row. That was their greatest ever win streak that they've ever put together. You know, the team was playing unbelievably. They beat PSG, like, who beat Bayern Munich. Everything felt like it was a
Could you see the chink in the armour of City, though? Because even their Premier League form, there was a few
I said they were going to lose.
I
said they were going to lose the game. The chink in the armour came because they played a very good side against Chelsea. However...
and that's three losses in a row, no?
I'm not sure, probably.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah, against Thomas Tuchel. I said this, that's got to be a factor. Thomas Tuchel has already beat this manager. The fans. It's heavy when the fans are crying.
Ooh.
And she's...
Oh, she is. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Darling, if you need, listen, I got you. It's okay. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there.
You need a shoulder to cry on. 3-1. Just let me know, darling. Oh, my G, Kante.
Oh, man. I do love Kante, man. I do. We love Kante, man.
Kante's a baller. But people...
Big up Reece James for today, man, as well.
Reece James as well. What a performance. Today. What a performance. What a performance from everyone.
Wrapping up though, bro.
Yeah, people, that's going to be the end of the watch-along. Chelsea win the Champions League in great fashion. Get a win. They got a clean sheet. Thomas Tuchel's first season. Listen, mate, that's what you want right there. That's why players like Ben Chilwell, why they join the club. They join it to win these trophies, to win these games, to be a part of these moments. What a game, man. I enjoyed that.
The FA Cup wounds are eradicated, healed. And
oh, yeah, we forgot about that. That. You know what I mean?
Healed and sealed, man.
But people, that's going to be the end. Before we do wrap up the stream, thank you for everyone who tunes in. But please do go subscribe to Big Six Bands if you haven't already. Type that in on YouTube. Whack a little subscribe. Means a lot to him. Means a lot to me. And congratulations to Chelsea, man. We didn't want you to win, but you got the job done, and and fucking deservedly so. You've got to give respect you've got to give credit where credit is absolutely due, and 100%. It is in this case.
Thanks for having me on, by the way, bro. Really appreciate you and everyone in the comments, man. Big up.
We'll get you back on. People, go subscribe to both.